Ability is all about reactions and commentary on your favorite entertainers. We share our opinions and use third party content for commentary and discussion purposes. Grab your tea and enjoy the conversation.
All right, guys, welcome to the live. Today we're gonna review what Karlissa has to say. Obviously, she has something to say. She always has something to say. I want to thank my girl Hennessy. That girl Hennessy. You could check out her page and her commentary. Karlissa didn't have it up on her page, so I grabbed it off of that girl Hennessy reviews. So shout out to her for providing this clip.
I don't know. I don't have to be the one that suffers from her consequences. So I guess you've weighed the options and you feel like it might be worth it. But according to the numbers in the books and the accolades, I mean, it's worth it for a day and then neither one of y'all ain't got it again. So I don't know if I will put my chickens in that batch either. We're going to clear up everything. It's good. I get you. It's not good for Blue. No, it's not good for Blue. And I don't know why he keeps thinking that he needs her to get these numbers. That's that. He's very impatient. He doesn't need any of these people to get these numbers. He's very methodically creative. And this is going back to him being a quarterback, having to make plays off the dribble real quick. You're not in quarterback mode. Nothing has to be real quick. I know you feel like you got to get this money real quick, but it don't got to be real quick. You're going to be able to keep mentally creating and vibing off of everything that you think of. That's just that's the ability that you have. The very first commercial you did at 5 years old, you nailed it. And I was in shock. The whole place was in shock. You nailed it because that's your gift. You have the ability to create under pressure. And you don't really you need all these, obviously you need all these employees is what I call these people. These are employees. They're all getting something out of it. It's not like prostitution where some people are saying it's prostitution. It's far from prostitution because you ain't even sleeping with Nevaeh and she coming up off of it. Are we here? Are we here, ladies? Okay, because that's all she came for. And she getting something out of it, you getting something out of it. I don't know if him and Krishan are sleeping together or not. I hope not, because her emotions when she's in tune with somebody sexually are off the chart. And it's not just my son. It was that way with Bino. It was that way with K Suave. It was that way with one more, 33. She looks like she has really good chemistry, love chemistry with anybody who fuck her. That's just my opinion, and don't take it personal. It's not your fault. That just happens to women when they don't have fathers. They just have a good chemistry and a good love. But
You know what has killed me with Karlissa? At one moment she's kissing Krishan ass, and the next moment she's not. So I think she needs to decide, like, pick a struggle, bitch. Like, one moment you kissing the girl ass. I don't know if you don't want to get molly whopped like the other bitch who got molly whopped and got her head bumped on the side of the road. But one minute you like her, the next minute you don't. One minute you understand her, the next minute you don't. Blueface is how he is thanks to his mom.
I had talked to Tasiki one time, and she told me that y'all mom taught y'all how to do something with y'all vagina. I don't know if it was the vagina, but y'all got a love thing that y'all know how to do that y'all could get people drawn in. And I don't want to quote that right or wrong because I don't want Tasiki after me, but she did tell me y'all had some magic that y'all mama taught y'all. And I told her to teach me some of that magic. Not that I need it, but I still want to have it just in case.
Next thing I find very disgusting, and I think this is what everybody else has an issue with, is that, Karlissa, why do you care about your son's sex life and what other people do with their vaginas or whatever behind the scenes? This doesn't concern you. Like, you're too obsessed with what your son is doing, with other people behind the scenes. You guys know what I'm trying to say.
Wait a minute. So now we're going to put allegations out there on Krishan's mom because you got allegations out there on you. But them allegations came from Dre, and they also came from Maine. They said you taught them some shit. So now you trying to say her mama taught you, child.
I need to wake up one day and be like, "Woo, we did that. We got something out of it." But you guys supposed to tell stuff. Ooh, thank you, girl. I just threw this little shimmy on for y'all. So that's my case on that. I want to make sure that I drive this home and clear it up before we jump to the baby, because I know y'all waiting on that. Before we jump to the baby, I do want to drive this home. Jonathan, what you're doing to...
Oh God, these little things on Twitch are so annoying.
It's always going to be unacceptable. God is not going to bless it. Because you could call Jaden and give her your new phone number. You should always have your baby mama, not your mama. I don't got to have your number. You know what I'm saying? They're going to call me. If you go to jail or go to hospital, they're going to call me regardless. I'm on the birth certificate. But your baby mama should have your phone number at all times. Your kids could have an emergency. She could have an emergency. She may need to call you. She can't make it in time. You know what I'm saying? You need to call and give Jaden your phone number. That's a case of child neglect for you to not give your baby mama your phone number when you got all these rats with the new phone number, okay? And I don't mean that in a bad way when I say rats. I see all of the stuff that y'all do and don't give a fuck about doing, tattooing people's names on y'all. Y'all got 2-3 different niggas tattoos name. Back in my day, if a woman tattooed anybody's name on her, she was trash. She was trash. We laughed at her. We laughed about her. We didn't sit with her. We didn't want her in our section with that big ass name on her titty. You know what I'm saying? It's just back in our day, that was trash. I'm pretty sure in y'all day it's still trash too, because I know some classy young ladies who will never, ever tattoo anyone's name, not even Jesus Christ, on their bodies. Okay? So I'll just say that. And it's not like y'all just tattooed my son on there and y'all love him so much. So I can't say, oh, these women love my son so much they tattooed his name. Y'all tattooed 2-3 other people's name on y'all with put the other people's toes in your mouth.
Karlissa, get to the fucking point. Like, why do you care who do they have tattooed on their skin? Like, they're grown folks. They need to decide for themselves. I understand it is something that maybe a lot of people look down upon. It's not something I would do or whatever, but why do you give a fuck about who Krishan toes is going into Krishan's mouth? Like, this is not your kid. It's not your problem. Like, stick to your own fucking business. This is the problem. This is why your son treats you how he treats you, because you act as though you have such a close relationship with your son, but it doesn't reflect on camera. I don't know if it behind the scenes is different, but your son is fucked up because you don't hold him accountable to his bullshit. Okay?
This lady, before she get pregnant by my son, it's 3 other people that she has sex with in the last 30 days. So she nutted all up. And then on top of that, you didn't have 6 abortions. And I don't think it's fair, Jonathan, that you treat all of that dust. And then Jaden was only with you for the first 10 years of her life. And then you treat the other people. It ain't giving what it needs to give. And these niggas is out here laughing at you. That's why they feeling like it's okay to punch you, because you looking pussy right now. You out here making hoes wives and putting them up like that's what they deserve to be at. And it's not. And I appreciate you doing good by your baby mamas, but we're not about to sit here. We're not going to sit here and just allow you to do Journey and Jaden and Javon.
Doing good by your baby mamas? You call that doing good by the baby mamas? Girl, you crazy as fuck.
I don't care who say it wasn't. Whatever friend talked you into that, I'm glad you ain't her friend no more. But anyway, because all she did was made you look like these people. Like you just do it for just to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's not okay. That's never going to be okay. And I know you're not riding around here doing what they normally do. That was an instance in time where you made a bad decision and you probably regret it. Ain't going to say you regret it. You're going to get on here and say you support what you did. I know you didn't, though, because no woman in her right mind would. I'm going to start reading these as soon as I get done reading everybody their rights. Okay? I'm going to start reading these as soon as everybody ever get done reading everybody their rights. Because I don't want to mix my possible grandbaby up with no bullshit, okay? Let him be a father to all his kids. Don't show favoritism. I agree. That's a real father. My father, how many baby mamas dad got? 3? It's 4 or 5 of us. None of us feel like he loves us any less, okay? We all feel like he would come for each one of us equally, okay? Now, the ones that don't kind of look like him might have something else different to say. There is one that don't kind of look like us, but so that's all I have to say about that is let this little hiatus in with the kids, because in a minute I'm going to start doing you real dirty. Because every time I look at Javon or Journey and they feel in a certain type of way, they should not have to go over there to that house where you got an ex-prostitute, convict, drug addict. It just doesn't even make logical sense. Whoa. Now, if this was Angela and you was pushing it, even Ashley and you was pushing it, or even... what's the other girl?
And how do you know who Jaden was with for the last 10 years? That's what she said. But the reality is no woman that has a little bit of respect for herself gonna be leaving any nigga or his friends fuck on her. So, I don't know. I wasn't in the room, but I don't know what you guys think. But I don't think you're gonna leave any nigga fuck on you just like that. I don't give a fuck about no damn revenge. I'm not ever gonna put my pussy on the line for no revenge. Like, girl, fuck out of here with that shit. That girl been fucking niggas. You just didn't know about it. Shut the fuck up about that shit. Real talk.
Anybody that got some references, okay? Some good detailed references. I would say, okay, even Rila, some good detailed references. Not somebody that's done talked about their own mama. Not somebody that ain't loyal to their own daddy. Talking about the stepdaddy better than the daddy. I wouldn't give a fuck if the stepdaddy gave me $5 million. The daddy is still the daddy that brought you here to this earth.
Do you want to go on TikTok from here? Log in so you can have both set up?
No, I'm in the middle. I'll wait to figure it out.
Okay.
Just trying to start this last 2 weeks. And I seen the police pulling up at least twice. Exactly. That's not even an environment that you would want your kids in, let alone, you know what goes on at that house, let alone like have them spending the night. The police is coming, people is knocking on the door and trying to touch kids and touch them and pat them and, you know what I'm saying, put their energy and spirits on them. When you just don't walk up to people's kids and touch them. You know what I'm saying? We all know better. I'd never just walk up to somebody's kids. If I say, oh, she's so cute, I'm not about to try to pick nobody's baby up, touch them, none of that. We know the code because we know how energy transfers and we don't want that on our kids. So I'm just saying, like, if your offer was for her to drop the kids off at Chuck E. Cheese and you was at Chuck E. Cheese, it's still a public place. Even if you
Morning. Sandwich time.
One day you're an empty nester with plans.
Okay, so I am not paying for Karlissa's subscription. My bad. And she's made.
I would never. Your dad might have disappeared for 30 days, and he did that very often, but he would still pop back up and let the kids. Javon asked me, was you back in jail? That's not okay. And I have to remind him that, no, you're just out working. Because I don't want to tell him that his mama went out and fucked your best friend because you fucked her best friend, and now they need a time out so they don't fuck each other up. I can't tell your son
But that's not
what's
your
going on, so I
place.
have to naturally tell him that both of y'all are working.
That's not your place, though. That's the problem. You getting involved in things that don't concern you. You're a grandmama. Stay in your motherfucking place. Stay in your place. Stop getting in these people's business. That's your problem. That's why people don't let you say their baby. You always getting in the mix of things. Jesus Christ.
And they're going to be spending a lot of time with grandma.
Well, why would you even want to tell a child that?
So, your followers and everybody on these Instagrams and all these pages need to start holding him accountable for Journey. Okay, the time is up. Now, if you want to meet at the McDonald's and they at the playground, wherever you want to meet with the kids, your daddy can meet you there. Your dad has agreed to assist in making sure that the kids are safe and not around anybody. So she's okay with that. So if you don't want to be around me, your dad can do it. Okay.
So hold him accountable for Journey and Javon, but not his other bullshit. Gotcha.
Both the parents need everyday almost comments mentioned to them. Exactly. So all of the people, and I'm not talking about the people who argue with me. You can drink while you're pregnant. You can smoke while you're pregnant. All the people that argue with me. I'm not talking about y'all. We're not asking for y'all opinion. We don't need y'all help. I'm talking about all the real mothers and all the big mamas and all the real grandmamas. Make sure that y'all stay on his neck about his oldest seed, who now shares a middle name with a whole new baby that he don't even know 100% sure if it's his. Okay, I thought that was very unfair, but hey, it is what it is. And if they are brothers and they have the same middle name, great. All the Ball brothers got the same name, so great. I don't have a problem with that at all. And I don't think Jaden wants to be calling Jonathan around her house for the rest of her life either. So Blue won't get these kids back with his kids. I feel, yes, all the kids will be a welcome to grandma's house all together. So it ain't we gonna mix them all up. If it turns out that this is Jonathan's baby, all the babies will be alive.
You know what I need? Karlissa to do? You always talking about this baby, Krishan baby, and this and that, and what Krishan needs to do about the baby. How about you hold your son accountable and take that baby to get some help? How about you do that? I think you should do that. I think Jaden over there got her kids. She know what she need her kids to be doing or whatever. She has it somewhat figured out with the cooking and cleaning and being a parent. I don't agree that she be cussing and using all the cuss words in front of the kids, but that's neither here nor there. But how about you ask your son to be a responsible dad, and instead of they taking this child every time they link up and hug him and kiss him and stuff, go and get him some help, because you seem to know all the help he need. How come you don't take your son down to the fucking people and go and get him some therapy? Like, you be getting everybody business, man. You need to learn to shut the fuck up, like, for real.
Allowed to come to and do grandma. So I would never, ever, ever discriminate against anyone. Now, if they chose to keep their child like Krishan, she chose to keep her baby away, you would never see him, then fuck you and your baby. Keep it pushing. If she changed her mind, okay, grandma's here. If not, it is what it is, okay?
You see what I mean? This is exactly what I mean. And at one point, you want Krishan to bring her baby over, and the next moment is fuck her and her baby. Why the fuck would I bring my child to somebody who just is getting on the fucking internet and saying fuck my child? That's why she beat your ass the first time, because you be popping your fucking lips. And if I was her, I wouldn't allow my baby to be around you, because you're too wishy-washy. You be saying one thing, you with whoever fucking strokes your ego in the moment and whoever kisses your ass. Jaden kisses your ass the most, so sometimes you get in it with her, but at the end of the day, you guys have some sort of understanding. But a matter of the fact is that you want people to kiss your ass, and then you want to go online and disrespect them and think that people are going to come around you and allow you to continue to disrespect them. Everything ain't for fucking laughs and giggles, bitch.
And long as y'all don't play with my Journey Pie, my Avery, my Sugar Avery, I'm good, okay?
But wasn't she just
there
trying
we go.
to see
Little
the baby?
Karlissa come. The boys is the boys, and y'all see how the boys act. Y'all see how these boys act. I'm not fucking with it. I love my grandsons dearly, but it will be all about my granddaughters. All right. And so, because when both their mamas got mad and didn't talk to me for 2 weeks, Journey was the only one who demanded to come over here every day. Woke up, take me to my grandma now. Take me to my grandma now. Calling me on Javon's phone. Grandma, she won't bring me. So, y'all know what I'm talking about. Avery too. Avery called me every other day. The granddaughters is just be something different. They need to talk to their grandma. I love my grandsons. I'm going to be here for them. They want to pull up, they pull up, but I'm not about to chase you down for no grandson. Okay? All right. Now that we got that out the way, I'm going to move right on to the delivery. I said it was beautiful. It was amazing. All the extra hands, all the extra help. Thank God, because I don't want to be in a room. I don't want to ever be in a room delivering a baby, go through all of those emotions, and y'all get into this motherfucker. Y'all might want to screen record this, because I'm about to go a TikTok or Twitch or whatever. Y'all gonna have to give me a pass, because I'm about to get heated all the way up. I don't ever want to be in a delivery room. And I've told this to Rila also. And you sit me through this whole fucking delivery. And then you have me going through all these emotions. And not that I wouldn't pray for a stranger's baby, but you have me in here doing my grandmotherly duties, looking for the purpose and looking for the passion of the child in its eyes. It's something that us grandmothers do as soon as we lock in. And you sit there and have me go through all of this, and then y'all motherfuckers in this room talking about, okay, we just need to make sure the baby is ours. We need a DNA test because she had 3 other men in the same month, and we just want to make sure. So I personally am glad that I wasn't in the room for that, because it would break my heart to go through all of those emotions, build up all that anger towards somebody, and then they come in here and say, well, it's not your baby. Or not, forget that. Waiting on the test to come. All of that, having to go through that, your mama should never, ever have to go through that. Now, your daddy can sit there because he used to be in a Rolling Stone and dicking down everything on the block. But your mama should never have to sit there and go through all of them emotions. Is it my baby or not? Or looking at the ears, or looking at the face. When Rila's baby comes out,
Karlissa, wasn't you a Rolling Stone? You said you was pregnant with Kylie, and you was with Blueface's dad, and he actually fucked you while you were pregnant. Wasn't you a Rolling Stone as well? Because I swear I heard you said this shit. So why the fuck do you care?
I will hold that child and know, because she gave me a promise that there's no possibility of anyone else being the father of her child. I can go with that. But please don't ever take me and offer me to come into no delivery room, and then y'all got to tell me at the end of the delivery, after my heart done warmed up, did all these palpitations, and added this baby to the Lamb's Book of Life, okay, to the Karlissa's Book of Life, and then y'all over here talking about, well, we need to get a DNA first, and then we going to fully embrace the child. Like, come on, man, don't do that to your, nobody ever do that to your mama, okay, ever. And matter of fact, if you get pregnant and you slept with somebody up to 30 days prior to, don't even tell the motherfucker that it's his baby. Just wait until the baby gets here and do your pregnancy by yourself, just in case. because nobody should have to go through those type of emotions. And then you sit there like you Queen Elizabeth with a clean bill of birth health, like your vagina ain't been around a couple of blocks and through the wilderness, and looking at us like we wrong, looking at us like it's our problem. Bitch, you shouldn't have got me pregnant. You knew I was a hoe. That's not fair. So to be sitting there while somebody while your face all twisted up, knowing that you was over there with Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, who cares who you like? It's a disrespect. It's such a disrespect to our whole entire family. I didn't even tell my father about this baby yet. I did not. I didn't tell my dad until somebody told him yesterday. My dad didn't even know Jonathan had no baby coming. Now he know little Karlissa is coming because I'm Karlissa. But I did not tell my dad about this, and he just found out about it. And
Girl, everybody knows John had a baby on the way or a couple of babies on the way. If your dad watches the internet, he'll know. Like, Karlissa be acting like she a fucking Kardashian for real. She be stressing me the fuck out.
Except for the one that told me she don't want me around her baby. My daddy got a picture with all of them, okay? Which means he has made an extra effort to be around all of them. So don't take this personal. Please don't take it personal and make your decisions on, whether you let me ever see the child or not, because you put yourself in this situation. I didn't. Okay. Now, if it was one other man and it was your friend or you're one of your homeboys that you've been with forever and ever, and it was between one of them two, we could see this. But these is 3 niggas that you fucked in a matter of October and November, and then my son got home and got you pregnant in November. You can't look at us crazy, how you sitting up in that hospital bed like something's wrong with us. That's not fair. It's not fair to anyone in his entire family. Be sitting there like, I understand the situation and circumstances, jokes on me, y'all can laugh, but okay, maybe it's my baby. But to be sitting up there because you light skinned and you think I done put some voodoo on him and he gonna do this and do that regardless, like that's not cool. It's not fair and it's not funny. It's very painful. When you first showed me that sonogram, I never disrespected you. I held it in. You told me don't post his nose because they gonna say it looked like that other man. I never made you feel no type of way. I never even questioned you. I never said, well, are you sure? You told me don't post his nose because they gonna say it looked like that man. I never even told my son nothing. You know why I didn't tell my son nothing? Because I didn't want him to feel no type of way either. When somebody thinks that they're having a life coming into the world, it's so valuable to us. The way y'all feel like 6 abortions, yay, we love it here. We love to get rid of kids. We killed them. The way y'all get excited about abortions and killing kids, we feel that way about bringing life into our family, into our lineage, and into our legends. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want you to take it like I'm talking about you or I'm making you feel bad. Because everybody done had, somewhat of a whole season. Now, I don't know about 3 men in 2 months. I don't know about that part. But if you had like a guy that you messed around with and you just got pissed off and snuck off, and you got, it happens.
This woman, I don't know.
On the door, and it's like, okay, don't be looking at us like we're a bad family for looking at you like that. You see what I'm saying? Your mom should be telling you like that's not their fault. Your mom should be telling you, you should be humble. You should be kind.
But Karlissa, you're not an example for anybody. That's the problem with this shit. You got like 3 big daddies, don't you?
The best they could, not even knowing if it's their kid.
I mean, I don't agree, and I'm not an Avea fan, but I'm just saying, like, if somebody's gonna be nice, like, you better be better, mijo. You got 3 babies and 3 big daddies.
To support you and love you, and in the minute we asked you for the same support and respect for our son, you got mad and threw a whole fit. How fair was that? Where is your dignity? All I asked you to do was not put my son with demons and warlocks. You know what I'm saying? And now if you're going to be, now the managers and the other people that do it, fuck them. They work for us. But the people that are in our tight-knit circle should never, ever be telling other people that he's a part of demons and warlocks. I asked you that not just for me, I asked you that for other family members that are uncomfortable with you accusing my son after he's telling you and the whole internet that he's a child of Jesus Christ. Okay, so your mama should have also told you that. Because if you can talk about my son, I can talk about yours. So we'll leave that there. On to the baby. Beautiful baby, beautiful baby, head full of hair from what I saw. Do I feel like it's Jonathan's baby from the first glance? That's what everybody wants to know. And I'll be honest with you. My spirit did not jump. Like I told y'all when the babies were coming, I've seen most of my babies coming, and I saw a little girl coming, so I knew the little girl was coming. When I saw the picture of the baby, what I could see, what I did see of the baby, my spirit did not jump. My spirit did not tell me that that was my child. I could tell by his father's reactions. It didn't tell him that. He said the baby had a big, because that's, I guess, goes on in their family. They got some big genitals or genitalia, whatever you call it, without getting in trouble on here. GTA,
I love
whatever.
the fact that Blucifer caught on, but now y'all really got to see why we call her
Aries
Karlissa.
woman chooses men based on their dick size. Am I wrong or am I right? All the Aries women, speak out. Aries women chooses their man based on his penis size because they're very hypersexual, active women.
And aren't you a woman of God? Like, why are you into astrology if you believe in God, Karlissa? Why are you worried about what Aries women, Cancer women do if your focus is on God and you're praying and you're doing all of this, you're covering your family, you know? God don't be playing about no astrology. You should, you understand that, right?
And they go through a lot of women, a lot of men. They like niggas. They go through a lot of men, so they need a big one. Okay. Now us Leos, we very selective. We very selective on how and when and who. So naturally we still got finger-sized vaginas. Okay, that's just how we are. Okay. But an Aries woman, and I ain't finna say no names. I know a few. I got some good friends that are. All of the men could have had the same thing. So when his father went to claiming the baby based on genitalia, I laughed because that's how slow men are. Okay, some of us prefer a nice size package. You know what I mean?
The link is for the Showdown panel members that are in the chat.
They all got big noses, as we see. So she like big nose, big feet. You know what? Most women, we like that. It's a plus. So we can't judge a baby by his genitalias. And for the father to use that as the connection for a newborn baby, I can see why y'all was a little upset. But that's probably what he went to go look for was, is it ours? Yeah, it looked like ours. Nigga, it's a lot of niggas with those. Okay. So my spirit did not jump to say, oh, that's my baby. It did jump to say, it's a beautiful baby. He has a head full of hair like our kids. All Jonathan's kids, got nice, juicy head full of hair. Jonathan had nice, juicy head full of hair. So I did see the hair. The one thing that did bother me is most of his kids and my kids all came out with very long arms. The arm is almost like the leg on all our babies. And it just gives quarterback. It gives, it gives arm length. And the baby looked more like a running back. So the baby definitely gave, pudgy or small arms, almost arms of a midget. Not saying that the baby is a midget. I'm just saying the arms were very. This is what your mother's looking for when your mother looks at your children. She knows how your other kids are. She knows how you are. And that's most of the kids in our family with the limbs. Callie's wingspan is a 6-foot wingspan. Now, she probably didn't reach her maximum height because they were smoking that reefer. But all of my kids got wingspans like monsters. Like when they hold their arms out for sports and they do it, they're very amazed by all their wingspans. So the wingspans scared me. And then the color, when I first saw the baby in the first picture, I thought, okay, all babies, light-skinned babies come out pink. Well, You know how Black mamas, we look at the cuticle, we look at a few things. We look at the cuticle, and then we look at the ear. And for Jonathan, because you know Jonathan was very light.
When did she see this child to observe all of this in person? She ain't seen this kid in person.
Jonathan is very light skinned underneath the tattoos. I would say like caramel, but he would be still considered a light skinned ninja. Okay, all his life he was always in the light skin. He hates that, but you know what I mean. He would appreciate a very dark chocolate sun. His dad appreciated how dark.
No, he would not. He was just last week calling that girl, "You pretty for a dark skin." That was his words. What the fuck are you talking about? Girl, this woman has pissed me off. No, he would not. He said that baby dark. That baby dark. I mean, nothing wrong with a dark baby. But he had a lot of emphasis on that. He wouldn't appreciate nothing because he's a colorist. Y'all a little bit not a colorist, but you guys practice colorism over there. Y'all think because you're a little light skin, a little light bright, that you better than dark skin people.
And chocolate he got, but if they could get one darker, they would both be happy. I don't know what that is about.
That's a lie. With y'all colorist ass family, that is a lie.
I'm pretty sure they would appreciate a nice chocolate running back. However, I don't think they're because they're a little watered down. Jonathan's dad is half white, and then Jonathan is a quarter white. Now, me and my father is dark-skinned, his mama's dark-skinned. So it's a possibility that the baby could be taken on because she couldn't stand me so much. It could be taken on. This is where I'm going to try to be positive because the first initial reaction, I was like, ain't no fucking way. He's this small. Jonathan's babies are 8-pound babies, 7-8 pound babies. Javon was almost 9 pounds. Journey was 8 pounds. Krishan's baby was a little small too for Jonathan's baby, but he was still, I think, 7 pounds. All my babies was almost 8 pounds.
Okay, Leela World, that makes sense.
So he's a tiny baby, and he was due in a week, so he reached maximum size, and has a really tiny baby. And for Jonathan to be able to hold him like such, it just was like, I don't know about the length. Jonathan was 24 inches long. He was an 8-pound baby.
The baby was 21 inches long. Like, okay. Karlissa, shut up.
Okay, so the weight matched then, because he was looking a little small. I ain't never seen none of our babies that small. But it's still, the 20 inches is pulling on me because that's a little short. That's a lot short. I think that's a lot short.
Lord.
20 inches is pulling me.
Nevaeh is not that tall either. I'm not even trying to defend her, but goddamn, Karlissa, let the DNA come out or something.
That's what I mean when I say it's giving.
Lady, if you could see my face right now.
It's not giving quarterback. But like I said, my dad is only 5'5", 5'6". He could have took after my side. He red today, not purple.
According to Google, a newborn length of 21 inches, so 53.3 centimeters for us on this side of the world, is on the longer side, but it is well within normal range for a full-term baby. So typically between 18 and 22 inches. So how is that short? Like, babies are born typically between 18 and 22. He's 21. Like, Karlissa just be talking shit. And I don't even like Nevaeh or anything. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, she just be saying shit. She hasn't seen the baby. And it's clear you don't even have your son's phone number. But you out here talking like if you know what you're talking about. And some things you don't say. I don't think it's Blueface's baby either, bitch. But come on. You just talking out to the side of your neck. You just saying anything at this fucking point. But it's on a short or very short. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Really, shut the fuck up. Stop talking like if you some type of matriarch. You're a bitch just like her, a whole ass bitch. You have 3 baby daddies and 3 kids. Preferably, me, I want 1 baby daddy, a husband, and however many kids, but from 1 man, not from every fucking man that you meet. You gonna be hoeing yourself out and giving him your pussy. Can you count on one hand how many niggas you been with? None of y'all hoes can.
Yes, he's short. You can tell. Yeah, the forearm, the little arm is a little stubby. Like if you go look at all the other babies, their arms are like super long. So that was my worry. But now that I know he was 8 pounds, I feel a little better. Just short because he, like I said, he was 20. That would look like Jonathan's hand a little bit, and I'm looking for like a long, wiry looking baby. But if he's pink today, she's stubby. No, Nevaeh's not stubby at all.
He
She's
was
long
not
and skinny
pink.
too.
That nigga was brown skin. He was getting his original color.
But then, I mean, we would also need to know, I don't know anything. That's why I really hate when the kids have babies by people you don't know nothing about. Like, I don't know how much her first baby weighed. You know, I don't know anything about her. So that's why I don't like when people just start having babies with strangers, because then, you know, we all looking like, okay, whose ears are those? The ears don't match either. Whose ears are those? Are those your mama's ears or your grandmama's ears? Because we all got these Spock ears. So we all have these little pointy Spock ears that we get them from my dad. And they, you know, they gon' yeah, those are Spock's ears. So Jonathan got the same ears. Does he look like Blue? I haven't seen a full-blown picture in the face, but Jonathan has these like ducts right here. I want y'all to go look at all the kids. He got like these little ducts where it looks like you could hide a penny in there, and then it goes kind of out. Baby Krishan has the ducts. That's why I'm like, I know y'all say he looked like the other guy, but I keep seeing the ducts. I keep seeing like the little pinch meat like come like in right here. So next time y'all go look at that. I haven't seen a full picture of the nose and the face. They're kind of hiding the nose, so I can't really see that. John's nose and Javon's nose too is like a little crooked. So like one nostril is like down like this, and then one nostril is like kind of up like that. But none of them have that like chunk of meat on the side like this, how the baby got it. Like, and that could be her nose. I don't know. I don't remember what her nose looks like when she wasn't pregnant, because I can't really judge how her nose look right now, because my nose got big as hell when I was pregnant.
It's called reacting. We're gonna react.
So I don't have Demi the Virgo just said I'm on point. Okay, so y'all been looking too. Okay. But if he's a dark-skinned running back and, you know, he's Jonathan's baby, Jonathan will be ecstatic, and so will his dad. They will probably be ecstatic because they would love.
I don't understand what this family issue is with being dark skinned. Like, Karlissa, you are dark skinned. What is wrong with dark skinned people?
She even wanted the lights off. I think the nose had her nervous because, like I said, when she showed me the sonogram by accident, because I was on the phone with her at the doctor's sonogram, and that nose popped up, and I was like, okay, we got big, cute noses, but, you know, we got like this slope pinch, cute little, you know what I'm saying? We got some big noses, but it got a cute little shape to it. And the baby's nose that on the sonogram was like this. So she didn't want me to show that. I respected her. But I did see all my babies got like this little pinch meat. My whole family got it from my mama. So that's kind of what I was looking for. And I did see that in the sonogram. I haven't got to see the full face of the baby. Nobody has sent me a picture. And I don't know, is the DNA in? Because maybe DNA is in and I'm late. Or maybe it takes 24 hours. I don't know. I don't remember what the case was. When my people got their DNA test on me, they did it behind my back. I didn't know they was getting that shit. There's
a whole generation of hoes. Your mama people was questioning your paternity. Y'all questioning other people's paternity. It's just a whole generation of hoes.
Our whole family has dimples. When I ain't fat, you can see mine, but all the kids over here got dimples. Yes, Journey has dimples, Javon has dimples, Carter has dimples. All the kids got dimples. And them came from my mama too. I don't understand quite why y'all was thinking that Journey was anybody else's child. Like, Journey has things on her body that I'm not getting ready to talk about where we know she's ours. Just like her mama just like her mom knows that's her baby because they share the same birthmark in the same exact spot. Journey has some things and features of our family that I'm not going to tell y'all about that we know too. Like, you know what I mean? Feet, toes, all kinds of stuff that we could tell that she our baby. So, I mean, and that's just like baby Krishan. I was only able to hold him that one time. And the one time that I did hold him, when I saw him and I held him, I felt my spirit. I felt something. So I haven't felt that see this baby yet, but you know, I hope that it gets to a place that Jonathan realizes that you got to treat everybody's kids fairly. Now, I understand that you're mad at Jaden, but you're not about to run around here. We know you got some figure-roll hoes and then be running around here acting like, yeah, she fucked up. She fucked your dude.
So he got to treat everybody's child fairly, but how come he doesn't always claim Krishan's child, although y'all did a DNA and it came back that is his child? And when he's mad with Krishan, he also starts to talk shit online. So now that he's doing it to Jaden, are you surprised? People do exactly what you allow them to do to you. That's one. And he was raised like that. Karlissa, the way you talk, you don't act like a 50-year-old woman with some sense. You act like a fucking dumb bitch. Okay? And you raise your kids in a certain type of way, and it shows. Kids are a product of their environment, and I don't know how safe or well your environment was, and your son's relationship with you, it's very apparent that you don't have a close relationship with your kid. So, yeah, you should be the last person talking, sweetie.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like y'all together or was together. And you found out and your feelings was hurt, but your feelings should not be hurt anymore. You don't need to make Jaden pay. She's not ever asked you for a dime since you've been home. She don't have no intentions on asking you for a dime, and she should be. And you can also set, some money up on Carter's dad has Cash App set on his phone, so he could just send it to Carter. They're 10 years old now. You can send him enough money for him and Journey for him to do what he needs to do and give him instructions on the Cash Apps. So you can contribute over there and help do what you need to do. The same way you felt when you was in jail, when nobody sent you nothing, your manager, none of your homeboys, none of your homegirls, nobody tried to reach out to you, talk to you to help you. Your kids are feeling like that. And they should not, because they haven't done anything wrong. And nor should they, and I know that they would probably not even care that they had more brothers and sisters at all, because I've talked to them and they embrace whatever kids that you say is yours. But your kids should not when you was in prison because their mom messed up. Okay? And when I got done with your dad and moved on and did my thing, yeah, he was hurt. He showed up to my birthday party with all my other friends there, and he was respectful and responsible, and he took you upstairs and let me have my party. So, and he still wanted to be together, and I was not trying to do that no more. So all I'm saying is you don't have to get into bed with Jaden. You don't have to, your dad has agreed to help with whatever Miss Sappho will help with whatever you fuck with him, you fuck with your dad. If you don't fuck with me and Jaden, that's fine. But Javon should not be asking me, did my dad go back to jail? Because he thinks we hiding something from him like we did before. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage all of the subscribers, all of the followers to get over there and hold everything until he does the right thing. Okay? We want to see all of the kids. And the hiatus is up. You're a grown-ass man. Get your feelings and you get your mind right. You can't make Jaden pay. Okay, she's done paying. I'm pretty sure she's sneaking some shit, doing some shit when I got the kids anyway. You ain't hurting nobody but yourself, because it'd be different if you was laying up in the bed having a baby with Angela, a possible wife type of shit. But you laying up in the bed with some hoes from Figueroa Boulevard. And they said it, I didn't say it. They slept with 3 men, had 6 abortions, and you're not making Jaden mad. So what you think you're doing right now is not being in tears laughing. And only thing that's not funny is that the kids are suffering, but that's your portion that's suffering, not hers. And she's still telling your kids that you love them and that you working. She's not trying to do anything against your kids, which tells me everything I need to know about what you're doing. It's not working. So get over it. All right. So is there anybody with any questions before? I think I touched pretty much on everything. Baby Krishan looks like Blue, but the condition alters his looks a little bit. Yeah, that, and his mom also has very strong features. He looks a lot like his mom. I do see where y'all looking at the teeth, as far as the teeth resemblance. But Jonathan had very bad teeth. His father had very bad teeth. I just don't think I have no pictures of his very bad teeth. But he needed braces. He had to get some braces too. So, I mean, the baby could have just been, I also do notice that baby Krishan's ears are larger, but like you said, it could be from his condition. But what I do know is that when I look in his eyes, he looks like my son. And until somebody shows me some paperwork that says that he's not, in my heart and in my prayers, he will be. Okay. And that's also based on some information that I gave y'all. I don't have no witch powers. I talk to Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ alone. And I beg him to talk to God for me, because I know. And so I tell him, you know, when I was told to back off on her, because I was going in on Krishan at that time. I did not want no kid with her. I didn't want no long-term attachments
she admits
to her.
it now.
But when the Holy Spirit came upon me and told me that she's having a boy, he's going to be born on 9/30, and I had that sharp pain in my stomach, real sharp pain. I prayed about it. I thought she was going to lose the baby because the pain was so heavy. Remember, I told y'all this while it was happening, before she had the baby, before he was born, before she knew what he was. I told everybody what it was. And that's because that's the right of a grandparent to know what's going on with those are extensions of us. These children, for some of us, they're extensions of us. And when you love deep and you love your family.
Moderators, the rules, y'all know the rules. We do not talk about the deceased. We do not talk about children over here. If you're going to drag, you're going to get put out. Okay, we do not talk about any children. That's not just one child, no children in the chat whatsoever.
Some of the episodes on Patreon of my dad telling who fed him at 10 years old when he was down and out and lost his family and couldn't get his mind right. I made sure he ate every day. I stole food from my mama. I took it over there to the homeless park where my daddy was sleeping at. I didn't care that it was dark. I didn't care that somebody could have molested me, kidnapped me, and none of that shit. I stole that food out of my mama's kitchen, and I stole some of her boyfriend's weed, and I took it over. I know my dad smoked that reefer, and I know he needed his reefer, and I know he needed some food to go with it, and I took it over there to that park. Okay, I'm gonna make sure he repeat that on this next episode on Sunday, because he here for my birthday. So I say that to say Javon is 10 years old. And if you want that type of relationship with your kid, then that's what you need to do. Because Big Mama just flew her daddy and his woman out here for my birthday. Okay, and put them up in my bed. Okay, so that's the type of relationship you want to have with your kids. All right. So I'm going to read a few more of these, and then I'm going to get back to my daddy. Because R&B don't even know her. The fuck is giving clout. I mean, hey, if you want, she's here for clout. Nevaeh came for clout. So if she's surrounded by clout, that's on her. That's between her. That's a great grandma. I'm pretty sure, That'll work out for her. The baby's looking just like her, actually. Short, stubby, that looks like her grandbaby. Okay, and I'm not making no jokes about the baby. The baby is short and he is stubby. Okay, and I don't say that in a bad way. I'm just saying he's built like R&B. Okay, and that's fine. I the more the merrier. Everybody will tell you. I promise you, I've never turned away a grandmother, an aunt, an uncle, a great grandmother, anybody that want to be in the presence and help take care of my grandkids. You're doing me a favor because I got 9. So if they take care of that one, I can help. That helps me to take care of the other ones. So I appreciate that. I'm not one of them. My blood is my blood. You can't give them no blood, and you can't take no blood. You can't give them what I can give them. Okay, so it ain't gonna never matter to me when they go look up who the grandma is on the birth certificate, who the grandparents are. It's gonna say what it need to say. Okay, the blessings are gonna come from me. There's no blessings coming from over there. Okay, so y'all, that's one thing y'all got to know is when somebody's playing with you and playing with your kids and trying to play against the people that really. Imagine Jaden had did that shit and then she went to jail and R&B and whack over there ain't sending $1. You see where I'm going with this? Y'all ain't been to no births. They ain't go to John's daughter's birth. They ain't been to the hospital. They ain't even see the babies. They don't go to no birthday parties. But all of a sudden for this one, the numbers are up. The numbers are numbering. We want to be in on this. You see what I'm saying? We want to be in on this. I don't have to pull up to be in on this. I don't have to go nowhere to be in on this. I'm in on this by a God-given right. And when you have a God-given right, you don't give a fuck about people trying to come in and help your kids. I appreciate that. I appreciate if Wack can help Blue make some more money. I don't want to get in the way of that. I appreciate that. Because what I do know is you can't do it for your own kids. You know that. You can't do what you're doing with my son with none of your motherfucking kids.
Baby, the shade.
Hello, somebody. And when you know, you know. Wack got like 2 or 3 kids, don't he? R&B got 2 or 3 kids. They can't do what they doing with my kid. Can they use any one of their seeds to do what they doing with my seed? That's how you know it's generational. These are generational blessings. And I'm okay with sharing them. I am so okay with sharing them. I don't have a problem with them at all. I love the fact that she's the godmother that don't believe in God. They believe in OSHA and witches, but that's whatever you put over your kid's life is when you get out of it, that's what you get out of it. Okay. So moving on, y'all go tell her, I appreciate that. I love the baby shower. I love everything she's doing. And I hope they make a whole lot of money off my kids. I do. I hope that everybody eats very well. Now this is how you look at it, and then I'm gonna be done with this. Because the only thing that hurts me is that they're using it. It's something so valuable, you're using it. She had a whole kid sitting there. Nevaeh got a whole motherfucking baby sitting there. They ain't even offered to be his godmother either. You see how she's a stupid when it comes to like your kids? These are your children. They gonna be the godmom to one, but not the other. And then how you gonna announce to be my baby's godmom when you ain't asked to be this nigga's godmom? He don't have no blessing on him. He don't have that on him. So you just want to go over here where there's one at. And you see how the mother don't even think about it. You want to be Jonathan's baby's godmother? Okay. Vengeance belongs to the Lord. I don't got nothing to do with that. I hope that they all prosper off of it. We're prospering over here. Jonathan's kids are prospering over here. Y'all better support Pink Face LLC and everything that she puts out, because all of her learning materials will be. Pink Face is just beyond years with her mind and her education. So anything that she put out for your kids to learn from, trust and believe they're going to learn something from it. And not just because of the material, but because the anointing and the favor that's over her life. Okay? So, why does Blue keep saying he's not his kid? I don't know what him and Krishan have established that we don't know. I don't know what they know. And maybe God just wanted to be my baby. I don't know. maybe God just wanted me to make sure that I just keep him in my prayers, and if they fall short, to help them. And that's all I tried to do. When Krishan and John was in jail, them people that's trying to be the godparents didn't send that baby $1. Okay? Both parents in jail, and you don't try to reach out and do nothing. It coulda, woulda, shoulda. It could possibly be John had what the case is. You know what I'm saying? You should be reaching out, trying to help all the kids. Pink Face is a full vibe. Yes, she is, and she will be. I know everything. My son tells me everything. When he was in that cell rotting by himself, he told me everything. I'm the one who told him business is business and personal is personal.
Karlissa contradicts herself so much, because in one hand you're saying that you don't know anything, you don't have your son's number, he doesn't speak to you, he didn't give you his number. He has this phone like 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks almost. So he has his number for 3 weeks. So if he tells you everything, why hasn't he called you and be like, hey mom, this is my new number. Hey mom, here's a picture of the baby. Stop trying to make it sound like you and your son have such a close relationship, because it's not given that. It's not given, sweethearts. It's not. It's not given what you think you're putting down.
Business relationships. You don't get emotional when it comes to business, and you don't look for business partners to be partners for you when you down. And you don't trust people who come along for a chosen one if they don't fuck with your other kids. I've never allowed that. If Jonathan's mom or any one of the kids' moms brought something over for my kids, they already knew Karlissa. Oh, I got them something too. Now, it might not have been just as nice, but my kids got something in the package when they kid got something else. You don't come in and say, I want to be your baby godmama. Well, what about him? What's wrong with him? You don't want to be his godmama too? He's a beautiful boy. I would have never came in and be like, I'm this baby's godmom. When I came in, I told Superior, I'm going to be your grandma. How do you like that? That's what I told him. She don't even got common sense enough to know what's good for him. I would never go now and be like, oh, she got my grandbaby. I had already told her other son, I'm going to be your grandma. You see what I'm saying? You got to know what to look for when you just allow people to be in the presence of your children. In order for me to get my son where he's at today, all my kids, where they at today, I had to, they're very special people. So whether they played this or played that or did this or did that, coaches would come out the woodwork and we want them over here. And they switched Callie's school 3 times in high school. Well, can you bring her over here? We're going to do this, this, and this. You have to have discernment. You have to have good intentions. My daughter signed a full ride scholarship with a torn ACL on crutches. Now, she didn't get to go where she was offered Pepperdine, USC with a torn ACL, but she still managed to get a full ride scholarship on a torn ACL. You have to be able to have good discernment. And I told her, pull back, go over here, do this, do that, because these people going to do this, do that. They're going to rehab you. They're going to do this, do that. Them people going to sit you on the bench. You have to have good discernment as a mother. So for Jonathan to have to be reaching out right now and passing out orders and my son ain't going to do this and my son ain't going to do that. Like, and then you pick one of his people that's talking about my son to be your kid's godmom. That means your other son just about to be looking at people play with you in your face. That's what I didn't like. I appreciate the help, I do. But I don't like the scenario. I don't like people using my kids. Now, if we in business and you know what I'm saying, you're going to do this, do that, that's cool. We in business. But I don't go playing with no babies for no business. I don't play with the grandkids for business.
What?
I'm just sitting here baffled.
Either. He just knows I'm a businesswoman. He just knows how to do business. He don't trust.
This lady sits down, talks about Krishan's child. She talks about Nevaeh's child, the potential baby. She talks about, but the only person I ever really heard her talk about is Javon. But you do be talking about your grandkids, girl. For a check.
And you want to bring that type of thing into your house amongst your other children, your other daughters may turn into prostitutes too, because that's a spirit. Y'all, and it's nothing personal, because y'all remember when Jaden was mad at me as fuck at me, and I be giving them hints. Y'all remember when Jaden was mad at me and wouldn't let me see my grandkids and hanging out, laughing in my face, kikiing with my son, and I look on the internet and I see a whole prostitute holding journey. What did I say? If somebody's seen it, let us know. What did I say? As soon as I seen that girl, out of all the people in the world, as soon as I seen that girl hold my baby, what did I say? Why she
don't let that prostitute hold her grandbaby.
You got a whole stripper breathing and holding your child right now in front of us in the public. And then, turns out she's the one who slept with her. I was so mad, but that's what grandparents have the ability to see that you can't see. You see what I'm saying? They over there talking about this my baby, this my grandbaby, my god baby. Now, if that motherfucker don't turn out to be blues, they better still be your baby's godparents. That's what I do know. When you pick godparents, you've known them over the years. You know how they raise their children. You know they have good fruit. You know that if something happens to you, that them is the people that you trust raising your kid. Before I let anybody speak over my kid and say they're my kids, God kids, first of all, they're going to believe in God. And second of all, I need to see your fruit. I need to see what your fruit is doing. Because y'all over here promoting Jonathan like he Jesus Christ. Why y'all not promoting y'all own kids like this? Why y'all don't have y'all own kids in the blogs? Why y'all just got that other lady's kids in the blogs trying to take over her kid in ways that's beyond business? Because when he was in jail, he didn't hear from nobody. You see where I'm going with this about discernment and you just having babies with anybody? Now, if something happened to you, this the motherfucker that's stuck with your kid, your lineage, your name. You gave these people your name. Yeah, you don't never, ever, as soon as a motherfucker.
Or that if that baby turns out not to be Jonathan's kid, she's going to change the name. I mean, I would hope so. Or at least the child's real father is going to step in and change the name. That would be some weird ass shit. You walking around with somebody else's name. Is that my daddy? No. My mama slept with 3 niggas. And we didn't really know who was my daddy, so she just picked a nigga. You know, the one who had the most money to take care of me? That's wild.
I could try to say they my kids anything. Hold on. Let me get to know you a little bit. The baby shower was nice, but this gonna cost you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta show me that you finna be babysitting when I need to go out. You gonna fill in. You gonna help me. You ain't gonna just be out here getting clout off my baby. But that's what I mean. You can't do that with my kid. You can't. You already know you can't do that with mine. Not for free, you can't. You better run that bag. You don't get out here and be using my baby, because for a baby shower, I don't give a fuck how much the baby shower costs. You ain't finna get over here and tell the Lord and Jesus Christ and all the people in the earth that this my godparents. They said it's because they want her to be the sponsor of some diapers. And that's fine. That's a business relationship. But if you want me to sponsor some diapers, that don't mean like I'm the godparent because I'm sponsoring the diapers. When you be somebody's godmother, it's because you believe in me, you believe in the children, I wouldn't even want to be nobody's godparent that I didn't even know. She may run off with the kid and you done said you the godparent and not her and the kids down the road on the crack somewhere. It's just, I wouldn't even have taken that. I personally wouldn't even want it if it wasn't mine. I wouldn't even want no parts of this if it wasn't mine. But hey, I do appreciate the help because, like I said, I have 9 grandkids now and 1 on the way and 2 stepkids. I need as much help as I can possibly get. So if somebody is stepping up to help, thank you. I need some more babysitters. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody that's willing to go with me to Disneyland. You know what I mean? If you the godmama, then okay, meet me at Disneyland with the kids. I need you to, when they go out of town for 2-3 days, and I don't need you trying to go with them. I need you at home helping me with these kids. Okay, I don't need you saying you the godmama and you out there on the stage having a good time and I'm at home with the kids. You need to be here too. I mean, they're all going to grab a hold of something because they know there's anointing on this family. Just like, you know, when the girl wanted to go out there, the other wife wanted to be Krishan's manager. Now this wife want to be the baby's godmother. They know where the anointing is coming from, so they just want to have a piece of it because they got like 6 kids themselves and we've never seen them do shit. You feel me? Like I think she might even got grandkids. We ain't seen them do shit. So I don't know. That's how I want to know. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what the fuck you gonna do with yours. Karlissa, go on tequila and gossip. What's tequila? Y'all know I'm new to this and I'm really on this because my Patreon is down right now because some people went over there and said some stuff. But now that they know all the whole story about the fans doing the weird stuff, it won't be going down again. So, and that's where I literally go live on my Patreon. I'm being discreet right now. She kept asking, what are you bringing? If mine's, what are you bringing? Thank you for holding John accountable today. He really needs that. And that's why I said I would have did it privately, but since I don't have the new number, I know he gonna get the message or he probably gonna get on here. I know he's gonna do what he needs to do. But I was giving him some time because I wouldn't want to go over there in that state of mind either. And y'all shouldn't want people to hurry up and try to co-parent or pick up no kids if
I personally don't think that she held him accountable. She said some things, but I don't think that that's accountability. If you really hold your kids accountable, you would have pulled your kid aside long time ago before the whole thing with Jaden and when your son was leaking this girl's sex tape and all type of stuff, and you would have told him something about himself. That wasn't cool at all. And what you did was come on the people on the internet and told that girl that she needs to be forgiven and you guys are family and this and that. You're lucky that she's not like a person who wants to hold her kids, you know, at home, put his ass on child support, and you could deal with me through the courts, because that's what I would have done. Not on no bitter baby mama type of stuff, but just out of respect. Like, you're not gonna be leaking my crap online for kicks and giggles. Like, that's her bedroom business. So if you held them accountable, it would have started there. If you held them accountable, instead of every time saying that Krishan should go and get this baby therapy and Krishan should have been this, when your son came out of jail, you would have been like, hey, you know, like, I understand I don't have a good relationship with Krishan and stuff, but maybe I do think that you should, you know, reach out to her, have a good relationship with her so you could also get your baby some help. Everybody puts this shit back on her, and I understand the circumstances and what happened. It already happened. We can't keep crying over spilt milk, but what you can do is make the situation better. So if you, as a grown-ass 15-year-old woman, have something better to teach her and your son, then you should be able to pour into them in that way. Then you should have been telling your son, hey, you know, you are the daddy, so how about instead of going online every time you get pissed off at that girl and you creating controversy, how about you just show the internet the better side of you and be there for your kid? You know, because the only person who's hurting is her kid. It's not Krishan, it's not the other people, it's not the other baby mama, it's not Jaden, it's not Pinkface, it's that little baby who can't fend for himself and nobody's looking out for him. You understand? I don't think that I think people think, oh, it's like, oh, people encourage Krishan shit. I don't think people encourage her, but I do think people sympathize with her situation because she grew up already in a fucked up situation herself. So she doesn't have a mama and a daddy who's there and know better to give her that guidance. But if you claim to be that type of woman, Karlissa, why don't you why don't you teach that to your son? Because your son is a real example of the woman that you are, because you raised him, right? You did such a great job that he turned out to be a bitch just like you.
If I gotta look at you and I'm ready to just be like, ugh. A strong-minded man takes time and separates himself, gathers his emotions, and comes back to the table, even for his children. You would have been worse off if you would have went over there with that mindset and y'all would have been bumping heads. I would rather him not do that. So as a mother, I already know my son, I already know Jaden, I already know how ugly that could get. So it's best for them, you know, she gonna stand her ground. And
I don't think she's gonna say anything else. I'm gonna stop it right here. I think she said enough. If Blueface comes online later, maybe we'll do a stream about that. I saw Krishan was online, but I don't know if she's talking about anything. And I don't really want to mix it with this live, so we'll do it maybe later or whatever. But comment down below and let me know what you think about what Karlissa said. I personally feel that she's full of shit. She has some points here and there at times, but I just feel like she's real fake. Like, she a fake bitch. She don't be talking about nothing for real, for real.
Haha, I got you. And she's not really going to be remorseful about it, because that gave her some, that one thing, I feel like it gave her some sense of get back. And that, even though it wasn't the right get back, because sometimes we can't, like our kids, we can't get our kids back. You know how bad I want to get these motherfuckers back? One done called me a fucking pedophile. One done got on here and called me a hoe. The month you got 3 baby daddies. I've been married 3 times. I ain't never had no 6 abortions. I had 1 abortion and never had one again. And you compare me to these people. You know how bad I want to go in on my kids right now, because I know all of their deepest, darkest secrets. I could lay them motherfuckers out. When I say lay them out, flatline them all. But when it comes to your kids, you can't go to war with your kids. Just like my husband, his daughter. I can't. The reason I don't want her to be on Instagram talking about me or going back and forth about me, I don't want her father to have to be on here or see me going at her like that. Some people you just